The man's name is Gene Woo, and he's a billionaire. However, at the age of 30, he has never been in a relationship. He hasn't even held a woman's hand. That's because the billionaire has a strange illness. Whenever he touches another human, his skin severely ulcerates, his face swells up, and it can even become life-threatening. So even at 30, the billionaire has never held a woman's hand. He lives alone in his enormous mansion every day. His only wish is to fall in love. But the doctor told him that his illness is completely untreatable. The doctor also gave the billionaire a watch. This watch can measure his temperature via his pulse and display his allergy level. The billionaire thought this was just how his life would be. But one day, he unexpectedly received a USB drive. Driven by curiosity, he decided to open it. Inside was a video of a scientist introducing a robot he had developed. The robot not only cooks but also takes care of its owner's daily life. The most important part, the billionaire wouldn't have an allergic reaction when touching it. Hearing that, the billionaire became very curious, so he drove to the scientist's abandoned factory. As soon as he got out of the car, he saw a robotic dog. Guided by the robotic dog, he walked inside, and a female robot was standing in the center.
김민기 의장님이신가요?
Looking at the female robot that looked exactly like a human, the billionaire started to have doubts. He quickly kept his distance, suspecting that it was a human pretending to deceive him. But to prove she was a robot, she immediately took off her dress and revealed her mechanical body. The billionaire was extremely curious when he saw that. He tapped her body a few times with a rod to confirm she was really a robot. Only then did the billionaire feel assured, taking off his gloves and slowly reaching out to touch her. To his shock, he found that he really didn't have an allergic reaction. The billionaire immediately signed a contract with the scientist. He also demanded that the robot be delivered to his house the next day. If they failed to deliver on time, the scientist would have to pay a massive penalty fee. Soon, the team began replacing the robot's battery. At that moment, one member happened to toss an empty soda can into the air. The remaining liquid inside the can dripped right into the robot's core. Black smoke instantly came out of the female robot, and the battery was completely destroyed. If they couldn't deliver the robot to the billionaire on time tomorrow, they'd face an enormous penalty fee. But it was clearly impossible to repair it in time, and the scientist was panicking. Then he suddenly saw a photo of his ex-girlfriend. A flash of inspiration hit the scientist. He immediately called Chae and asked to meet. When they met, the scientist quickly explained the situation. Then he begged his ex-girlfriend to pretend to be the robot. Just 3 hours, and he would pay her 10 million won. Chae actually wanted to refuse, but thinking about her current situation, she reluctantly agreed to the scientist's request. However, when the team members saw Chae, they were all stunned. It turned out the robot had been modeled exactly after Chae. With the little time they had left, they hurriedly taught Chae how to walk like a robot and how to perform service gestures. They even dressed her in specially customized armor. And the most amazing thing was this special contact lens. Once Chae wore it, she could answer any question the client asked. When Chae stood next to the robot, it was nearly impossible to tell who was the real person and who was the robot.